Here we go. We got a fun video for you guys today. We're gonna be playing 9 holes here at CFP using only lightweight discs. I was trying to find all discs that were under 170 grams. That's when I consider them to be lightweight. So starting with my putters, we have a pitch that comes in at 156 grams. I don't even know if they made these any heavier. Then we have the inner core, which is 167. One of the straightest flying putters I've ever thrown. I just knew I had to put this in the bag. Hopefully it helps us out today. And then I have my Wardens. These are not lightweight, but I'll just be putting with these, so I didn't think it mattered. I really didn't have any mid-ranges. The only one I had was a Jawbreaker Buzz, marked at 164 to 166. This thing is probably already flippy just because it's Jawbreaker plastic, but it's the only one I had. We go from 5-speed mid-range to high-speed distance drivers because I couldn't find any fairways. I really think I have a Crave somewhere that is lightweight. Couldn't find it, but let's be honest, we all get excited about distance drivers. We have the lightweight Crank, marked at 155. We have a Blizzard Wraith, 157. I actually think this has some stability to it, but we're gonna find out today. And then last but not least, we have a Halo Destroyer. When they ran these super light, 148. We are on the back 9, blue pads only. I will be keeping my score, but the main point of this video is just to show you guys how some lightweight discs fly, specifically distance drivers. Since I have 3 of them, I'm just gonna rip them off the tees, show you the flights, talk about them, see which one I think is best, if any. We got hole 1, 558. It's a par 4. I'm gonna rip all 3 just kind of as my warm-up. I'll take the best one, and then after that, I'll only take my first shot. Oh yeah, there's some turn. That kind of looks like a bomb, but it's probably not that far. Oh no, that's gone. Last but not least, the Destroyer. You can feel how thin this is. It's also very, very flat. Little high. That's gonna land in the same spot as the Crank. First shots of the day, so give me a break. But they were high, a little bit too much hyzer. They all looked like they had some sort of flip though, even throwing them that poorly. So that's kind of exciting. I hope they're bombers. I'm actually excited to have the pitch out here again. It was one of my favorite 1-speed discs. I didn't pull it out of the bag very often, so it came out, but out of all of the 1-speeds, when that was kind of a big old hype thing, this was the one to get, in my opinion. Look at that glide. Are you guys currently bagging any lightweight discs? If you are, leave them down in the comments and tell us why you're bagging them or why you like them. In my actual disc golf bag, I don't know what the lightest disc is. I assume my lightest is probably like 170, 172, but I don't know. Tester putt to start the day. Pretty much a headwind, a little left to right. That was so bad. There's the confidence. I am terrible about warming up before these rounds. So hole 1 was my warm-up. You just saw it. Now I have no excuse to throw good shots and to put some speed on these putts. That came out so wobbly. Hole 2, 462. The basket sits on the hillside down there. OB on the right, road and beyond. I think I'm gonna go with the Destroyer as my real shot, and then I'll give these a toss. Just stay in the fairway. Left is okay. Man, these things, I clipped the last tree. These seem so glidey, like they just want to stay in the air. Oh, that wasn't good. I got that turned over and that was gone. Pretty strong left to right. So anything that's turned over, you can bet these are not going to come back. Yeah, see ya. I think we'll see a lot of inconsistencies between the flights, especially if the wind stays like this. I'm gonna try to go inner core here at the basket, keep it low so it skips up the hill. Just like that, and it slides. Hole 3, 234, kind of a tough hole. Bends the corner right. I'm gonna throw just one shot here with the Crank. Forehand, just flick it around the corner. Because I really didn't think I had a disc for it, but that worked out. Mid-sentence I was going to say, because I don't really have a disc for it. And then that just took a phenomenal skip, just kept going. This is redemption for my putt on one. Hey yo. All right, 2 under through 3, not bad. Should have been 3 for 3. Let's move on. Real quick though, guys, if you're here and are not subscribed, please go ahead, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. I would really, really appreciate that. Also, if you're ever in the market for some new plastic, hit the link down below. That'll take you to foundationdiscs.com. Use that link and that helps support the channel when you make a purchase. Thank you guys. Hole 4, par 5, 858. This first shot is just about getting as far down the fairway as possible. In the summer, this stuff on the left is really, really grown in and you don't really want to be there. But right now, I think you could throw in there and you'd be fine. Oh my. How lucky can one be? That was such a yank, and I am very thankful I didn't hit first available. Besides that, the flight was amazing. A little flip up. There we go. That's good with the destroyer. No turn either. Yeah, that's the shot I wanted to throw with the crank, because I think the crank would have turned just a little bit. As bad as the crank shot was, how badly I pulled it, it was the farthest disc. I thought I threw the destroyer better. It's probably hard to see, but there's an opening down there and the basket shoots right. This second shot, I want to get as far as possible, but the miss is left. That way we can access the green. If we're on the right, we'll be very pinched. I think the destroyer is the most stable out of all of them. So I'm going destroyer on hyzer. That should be fine. Let's also try the crank. Oh, baby. If it gets left at all, that might be a perfect shot. It might be a little pinched on the right, but that was pretty good. I played this how I wanted to, but I also played it a little too safe. Obviously, being farther from that opening makes it that much more difficult because the gaps are pretty small. I'm in between. Do I throw inner core, try to throw it right at it, or do I try to throw a forehand with the jawbreaker buzz? I'm gonna go with the buzz since we haven't thrown it yet. I just don't know if I can keep this on a line. No, see, that's, yeah, so straight. Hit that. All right, yeah, that was dumb. This one scares me a little bit. Par 3, 332. Not a ton of wind at the moment, but if we do have it, it's left to right. This is really just a big hyzer shot. Keep it on hyzer. It should fade around the corner. But if you don't get the distance and you saw it off, you're going to be in the rough left. If you go a little too straight, which I like to do often, you'll be in the rough straight ahead and too far. I think it's destroyer time. This one seems to give me the most consistent flights, or I at least feel the most confident with it. Get there. Get there. Nope, short. Also too straight. Every time I play this hole, I think I try too hard, mainly because I don't want to saw it off, and that's usually what I do. I go too straight. I made it on the edge here, but it's not easy because I have thorns in my back, low ceiling, so I'm actually going to try to flick this in. Might have got it. Oh, gotta save the par. All right, 2 through 5, not hateful. I want to tack on a few more, of course. This next hole feels like a straight headwind, so that'll be great. The discs aren't doing too bad. They're not overly understable. They're definitely more understable than their original molds. At least I can say that for the Destroyer and the Wraith. You can tell when the wind gets a hold of them, it really just toys with them. But other than that, I feel like they're okay. The Destroyer has been my wind fighter. I'm gonna test it again here on this hole, which is dead straight downhill, not super far. The wind kind of died, so I'm going for it. Big spike hyzer. Should be really good if it's not too far. Dig. Oh, we hit the pole. My goodness. What if we ace that? All right, I'm gonna go with the Wraith. The Wraith flips up more. Come on, wind, drop it. Up, down, up, down. A little bit more direct at it. Didn't throw that one as high. The crank is so far now. I really think stability goes Destroyer, Wraith, and then the crank. With these molds, I think that ranking makes the most sense. Although when you get this light, you just never know how that mold is going to react or how it's going to fly. So I think it's important to kind of note it. Now we get to the scariest part of the course, the last 3 holes. Hole 16, par 4, 600 feet. You got to throw your first shot and lay up to this opening, and then it shoots uphill, and the basket's either on the right or in the middle. Pretty tough par 4, especially if you don't have a good drive. I'm going to go with the Wraith. Just try to hug this right side on hyzer, and hopefully it hyzers right into that opening. No, it turned. Man, that really tried to fight too. I might be trying to throw the wrong shape at this. Maybe I should throw the Annie, but well, that's a bit safer, obviously. This is a really bad spot. Ow. I mean, there's not even really an out here. There's no way to get to the basket. I got jawbreaker zone. Just gonna try to throw a turnover as far as I can. Sit. Oh boy, we are in some trouble now, folks. It's impossible to film a hole when I'm in the thick stuff the entire time. I gotta try the forehand now, see if I can get up and down. Please fade. Okay, good. I wasn't sure if I was ever gonna get through that one. A bit of a disaster there on the last one, but hole 8, 567 feet, par 4. I'm gonna rip all of them, but I'm playing the Destroyer. Just turn for me. Oh, the wind lift actually helped us. Hopefully that didn't skip too much. Yeah, there's some late flip out of that. That's gonna be perfect. Oh, the Wraith I pulled. Just as I expected, the Destroyer just faded a little too much. It probably also got a skip down here, just due to how low I threw it. I'm gonna take the Wraith and try to throw a little flexy forehand. It doesn't have to go super far, so I think I can trust it. Carry, skip. An opportunity to get one back here, which is kind of big because the last hole is quite difficult. Chances of bogeying it are pretty high. Where's the commitment? Our last hole, it's a par 5, 720 feet. Got to go over the water on this first shot. It's actually a pretty small window because there's some ghost branches that hang from that tree. I'm gonna go with the crank here. I feel like this is the most understable one, so put it on some hyzer, flip it up. Hopefully put us in a good spot. Full commitment. Oh my goodness! From the tee pad, I think this is the last place I would have crossed, so I'm gonna take it from right here. This is not ideal. Come here. Success. I'm trying to remember here. So I am shooting 4, I think. So 1 out of bounds, 2 inbounds, 3 right here. So I'm on my 4th shot. This is a par 5. We have to get out of this opening. Give us a chance at the bogey. Going forehand roller. Forehand roller is not really what you want to be doing. Oh yeah. That's actually pretty good. All right, come on. Got to get up and down. I'm going inner core. Probably put it on some hyzer over the road. Just let it hyzer back. Oh, wow. That's farther. Oh, yeah, that's farther than I thought. I really need this one to go for 6. That's low. What a way to end it. Last 3 holes, 3 strokes that I gave up. All right, guys, that is going to wrap this one up. What a terrible ending that was. I think I ended at even par after all that. Through 2 holes, 3 strokes. Ridiculous. As far as it goes for the discs, the mid-range, the putters, they did just fine. What you would expect, although I didn't throw them too much. Then we have the distance drivers, what we relied on the most. The Destroyer seemed like the most consistent one. The crank and the Wraith, I felt like were a little all over the place. I would trust the Wraith over the crank though. I think all of these could be real bombers if you had a tailwind, but any crosswind or a headwind, I just would not be throwing these. I wouldn't suggest it. But what do you guys think? I was kind of throwing all over the place. Wasn't super consistent today, so I do apologize for that. I hope you guys liked the video anyway. Please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.